Welcome to Health Hub and Fitness. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you did 50 push-ups every day for a month? Well, I did, and I decided to put it to the test. Just like that, on a seemingly ordinary day, I embarked on a journey that would prove to be anything but ordinary. The idea came to me in a flash of inspiration. A challenge to do 50 push-ups every morning for a month. Now I'm no fitness enthusiast, but the idea was too intriguing to ignore. The first day was, as expected, a struggle. Push-ups are simple, but they're not easy. My muscles screamed in protest, my breath came in gasps, but I was determined to stick to it. The motivation? A mix of curiosity, stubbornness, and a desire for self-improvement. Every morning I'd get down on the floor, brace myself, and begin. One push-up, 2, 3, all the way to 50. And so, the journey of 1,000 miles began with a single push-up, or in this case, 50. The first week was, in a word, challenging, but it was also surprising in many ways. Kicking off the day with 50 push-ups was a test of not just physical strength but mental grit too. The alarm would ring out in the darkness of the early morning, and the first thing I'd do was drop to the floor and start pushing. It felt like I was pushing against the entire world. My muscles screamed in protest, my mind begged for mercy, but I pushed on. Day one was brutal, to say the least. By the 10th push-up I was huffing like a steam engine, and by the 20th my arms were shaking like leaves in a storm. But I kept going, and by the time I hit 50, I was spent. I lay there on the floor, panting and sweating, but also feeling a strange sense of accomplishment. Day two was no easier. The soreness from the previous day made every push-up feel like a Herculean task. But I reminded myself, no pain, no gain, and pushed through the discomfort. Day 3, 4, and 5 followed the same pattern. The struggle was real, but so was the determination. But then, something surprising happened. Around day 6, I noticed a slight shift. The push-ups were still tough, but they were becoming less of a struggle. I could do them with a bit more ease, a bit more strength. My body was adapting, growing stronger. I began to notice changes in my form too. My posture was improving, my shoulders were getting broader, and my arms and chest were starting to show signs of muscle definition. But the most significant change was in my stamina. I was less out of breath, less exhausted after the morning routine. And this newfound energy seemed to spill over into the rest of my day. By the end of the first week I was starting to feel some changes, and they were encouraging. The journey was far from over, but I was ready for whatever came next. My body was stronger, my mind was tougher, and I was eager to see where this challenge would take me. Into the second week, things started to get a bit easier, and the results were starting to show. The initial struggle of doing 50 push-ups every morning began to subside. My body was becoming accustomed to the routine, and each push-up was a step closer to my goal. It's amazing how our bodies adapt. The same push-ups that once seemed like an uphill battle started to feel like a walk in the park. The stamina I had built over the first week was now propelling me forward. I was no longer gasping for breath halfway through. Instead, I was powering through all 50 push-ups with a newfound vigor. But it wasn't just about the number of push-ups, it was about the transformation I was starting to see in myself. My body began to feel stronger, more capable. The mirror started to reflect a leaner, more muscular form. I could see my shoulders broadening, my chest tightening, and my arms becoming more defined. It was as if I was witnessing my body sculpt itself anew. However, the benefits weren't just skin deep. I started to notice an improvement in my cardiovascular health as well. My heart was pumping more efficiently, my blood circulation had improved, and I felt more energized. The morning fog that used to cloud my mind was replaced by a clear-headed focus that lasted throughout the day. Moreover, the increased muscle mass was not just about aesthetics. It was about strength, resilience, and the ability to take on challenges head-on. The physical changes were a reflection of the mental strength I was fostering within. As I pushed through each day, I began to realize that this was more than just a fitness challenge. It was a lesson in perseverance, a testament to the power of consistency, and a journey of self-discovery. The second week ended with a sense of achievement, and I was ready to take on the rest of the month. The journey was far from over, but I was already starting to reap the benefits. The change was no longer just a distant goal, but a reality that was taking shape before my very eyes. As the days turned into weeks, I started to see and feel significant changes. As I moved into the third week of my push-up journey, the mirror started reflecting a new me. My body form was shifting, muscles were toning up, and a new alignment was emerging. The once challenging 50 push-ups now seemed just a warm-up. My chest, arms, shoulders, and even my core were showing signs of increased muscle tone. The push-ups were not just reshaping my body but also my posture. I noticed an upright stance, a more confident walk, and a sense of power in my movements. But the transformation wasn't just physical, there was a mental shift too. The discipline of doing 50 push-ups every morning was enhancing my mental strength. It was teaching me perseverance, resilience, and the power of consistency. I was learning to push my boundaries, to challenge my limits, and to conquer my fears. The push-ups were not just a physical exercise, they were a mental workout too. By the 4th week, the benefits of the push-up challenge were spilling over into my daily life. Simple tasks felt easier to perform. I could carry heavy grocery bags without feeling the strain, I could climb stairs without panting, and I could work for longer hours without feeling fatigued. I was feeling healthier, stronger, and more energetic. The push-ups were not just a morning routine, they were a lifestyle change. They were transforming me from the inside out, making me healthier, happier, and more confident. The push-ups were not just shaping my body, they were shaping my life. By the end of the month, I could confidently say that the push-up challenge has changed me, both physically and mentally. The journey of 50 push-ups a day was not just about building muscles, it was about building a stronger, healthier, and more confident self. And that, my friends, is the true power of push-ups. So, what happens when you do 50 push-ups a day for a month? You transform. You see, it's not just about the physical change, although that's certainly a part of it. Your body becomes stronger, more defined. You'll notice an increase in muscle mass, particularly in your upper body and core. Your form improves, reflecting the discipline and dedication you've put into your routine. But the transformation goes beyond the physical. There's a mental strength that comes from pushing yourself, from sticking to a commitment even when it's difficult. You'll find yourself more focused, more determined, more resilient. And let's not forget about the overall well-being. Doing 50 push-ups a day enhances your cardiovascular health, giving your heart a good workout. It boosts your metabolism, helping you maintain a healthy weight. It releases endorphins, those feel-good hormones that lift your mood and boost your energy. So, will I continue doing 50 push-ups a day? Absolutely, because the journey is just as rewarding as the destination.